We have this amazing rhythm right now that I just don't want to let go of it. Summer homeschool plans seem to be the hot topic right now, so let's dive into it. I feel like I've always schooled throughout the summer, even before we were even officially a homeschool family. Ever since 2020 happened, I developed summer schedules for us to have here at home just to keep us all sane. I know kids thrive when there is structure and they know what's happening or how it's happening or when it's happening. So I started applying that here at home with my own kids, and let me tell you, it's amazing. So I do situate my kids with a schedule. That just is how it works for my family, and it's a beautiful, wonderful thing. We do have a thing that we do every day of the week that is outside. We had Water Wednesdays, where every Wednesday we went to the beach. We had a day where we went to the zoo, a day when we went to the library, a day when we went to the playground. We had pretty much a theme throughout every day of the week. Since our current schedule is that my husband takes off Mondays and he works Saturdays and Sundays, he wants to keep that schedule for himself also throughout the summer so he can do some of the fun things that we do. And that Monday is the one that we're going to use if we want to take a little field trip over to Pittsburgh or any nearby locations. We are very blessed to have our Prescott Peninsula here. So we go to the beach at least twice a week in the summer, all the way up through like it starts getting cold again in October. As for plans for learning, we're going to continue doing our devotionals. That has been something I have done since before we were even homeschooling. We used to do them all together in the morning for breakfast, and there was a book that I used to use. I really recommend that. It's really high interest. It has a lot of amazing science facts, and it has a Bible verse in it. My kids just absolutely love that particular book. I love Abeka's Bible program. It is amazing. I'm so tempted to just pull it out and just have them continue that because it is so valuable. So I'm debating that right now, guys. I don't know what to do. I don't know if to do that or if to get another little devotional book and work on that together. I'm debating. What do you guys think? Should I take it out? I don't know. I actually enjoy those Bible lessons because I too learn from it. It's amazing. We have such an awesome rhythm right now. And Sean and I were just talking about this the other day. It's like homeschooling has just become part of our lives now and is the natural thing to do. And it took so much work to make it there. And now we're there and we just don't want to let go. Part of me was tempted to just continue and do that year-round homeschooling with the curriculum. But I have two kids that have two completely different personalities. My daughter is done with her K4 and she is begging to do her kindergarten. She just wants to do K5. And quite honestly, that's what we did all last summer. I homeschooled her every day. We did half days, even in the weekends. And she got so used to that it's awkward for her not to do school. And so she just wants to dive in. And I think maybe I'm going to do that with her this summer. Just dive into the curriculum we already have for the upcoming year. My son, on the other hand, he needs a break. He is a kid that even throughout his school day, he takes breaks in between lessons. He doesn't just plow through, and it's just his personality, and that's okay. I am a fluent Spanish speaker. It was my first language. My parents don't speak any English, and we attend a Spanish speaking church, yet my kids don't know Spanish. I know, it's crazy. We speak mostly English here at home. Now, when they were younger though, we did. When they were younger, I used to talk to them in Spanish. And then when they used to go to my mother-in-law's house, mother-in-law talked to them a lot in Japanese, and she still uses Japanese phrases with them. But once my son started kindergarten and started going to school, that kind of went away, and English just became the prominent language here in our home. My daughter wants to learn Spanish. She wants to speak it. She wants to understand it. She'll ask me, Mom, how do you say this and that every so often? And I need to take advantage of their interest right now. I feel like I would be doing a disservice to them if I don't teach him a language that they have full access to and have the ability to practice with people in their everyday lives. My son, on the other hand, I had to talk to him about it and kind of help him understand the benefit of knowing another language, how when he grows up, this might be something that might make him more marketable, and there is a purpose and a use for it. And he is all on board now. He's like, okay, let's do it. Let's learn Spanish. Where do we begin? So when that happened, I was like, oh my goodness, I could just talk to them, or I can see if there is something out there that could help me teach them Spanish accurately, not just conversational Spanish, not just in the speaking and listening portion, but also in the reading and writing. So what I decided to do was look up curriculum. I love curriculum, what can I say? And I found one that I thought would suit my kids best. I have never used this curriculum, but based on reviews that I've read online and that I have seen videos of, people enjoy this. It's called Homeschool Spanish. I was initially gonna do the workbook because I was like, I know Spanish, I can teach this. And I looked online and the workbook was about $20-something. I was just gonna buy one workbook. After going to that homeschool expo place, I saw that people sell their used curriculum or things that they don't use. And I was like, wait a minute, is there somebody out there in the internet world that might have this curriculum that maybe didn't work for them and they used it maybe for a little itty bitty bit? And I went on eBay and guess what? There was somebody that had only used it for 2 pages, and here it is. Got it for $55. The curriculum, there's an option, like you don't have to buy all this stuff, but I just got the whole package because it was the whole package included. So this one comes with the DVD set, and I feel like with the Becca Academy, the DVDs have worked so well with my kids, and the teachers just do such an awesome job that, why not? So I have these here. Definitely what we're gonna be doing this summer is this entire curriculum. My plan is to make it through all 30 chapters, and they're very short chapters. They're supposed to be like 15-minute lessons. And so they have the 2 discs in here. My kids love music, so there's a little CD that I can put on the car and they can listen to it and sing along with it. And it came with the teacher edition, and I usually don't order a gazillion million flashcards with anything because I don't. It's just not me. But these did come with the curriculum, and from the looks of it, it's gonna work out great. I don't know if these are like for games or whatnot. It helps with the whole, teaching them how to read it, how to sound it out and stuff like that. So I'm really, really excited about that. That is like the main focus this summer, at least the basics of Spanish. We'll see how this goes. This is level 1. If level 1 goes good and they feel like they want to take level 2, we'll do level 2. But I feel like this might give them enough vocabulary that they can communicate with their grandmother. That's just so crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, my kids can't communicate with their own grandmother. This is not good. So this is gonna fix that problem. That's gonna be the bulk of the summer. An area that we struggled a little bit this year with our curriculum was the independent reading and the book reports. It would just creep up on us. We would get so stressed that he wasn't finishing the book on time. The book report part wasn't the hard part for him. He picked that up pretty well. And after the first 2 that they did, he did an amazing job on his own. He didn't even need our help with his book report. However, when it came to the independent reading part, it was a struggle. So because of that, we're getting a head start this summer with our independent reading options for book reports this year. I have Stone Fox, and I'm gonna read it with both Noah and Solaris because it's such a great book. And we're gonna do Charlotte's Web. And we're gonna read it together, and of course we're gonna watch the movie. And then he'll do his book reports on those 2. I know that there's a total of 7. 2 of them are 2 of the books that are included in the curriculum, so that takes care of 2. And then I'll let him choose himself the 3 other ones. I do want him to do a biography. I really like the Guess Who books. We used them this year to do his biography book reports, and that kept his interest. He is a reluctant reader, so I have to go with whatever he enjoys. And he enjoys when we read things together. He really appreciates that. And if he's reading something on his own, he enjoys things that are easy to read, interesting, not too lengthy. We do go to the library probably like on a weekly basis in the summer. Our library has a lot of great programs and a lot of great activities that they do. We've personally tried to do the reading program, we really do. I always sign them up for it, but I suck at logging in the minutes read. It's supposed to be this whole app thing. You're supposed to log how many minutes they read. I am really horrible with that, so we never really finished the program. Not because we didn't read, but because we just never log it. I do take my daughter typically throughout the year to the early readers book club. It is amazing in our library. Noah just sits there, he's not part of it, but he still enjoys the stories. I read the story with her, they go in, they talk about it, they do some activities. It's just super awesome. It gives her that ability to just enjoy other kids her age. Another thing that I want to keep on doing is definitely math. It took a lot of hard work. When we look at where he started last August and where he is at now, my husband and I are just like, this is mind blowing. I'm not gonna buy anything special for math. I'm not gonna go out there and search for anything new because we already have this right here. So he did, as you can see, all of the workbook pages that came with the curriculum. In his back of his workbook, they have these pages that are called like additional fact challenge. So they're the supplementary exercises that he didn't need to do throughout the school year. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rip these out. I'm going to put them in a little folder for him, and that's gonna be his math folder, and he will have to do 1 page a day. If he wants to do more, he could do more. It's gonna be just to keep his brain sharp and ready to go so that when he moves on to 5th grade, he is ready to just jump in it. Noah is gonna be starting piano lessons. That is something that he was really excited about, and we're so happy we found that music teacher in that homeschool expo. So we're definitely setting that up and starting that up this summer. We are planning as a family to take a couple of camping trips in our camper. We have decided that at the bare minimum, we want to do 1 camping trip each month, maybe the end of June, mid-July, and early August. We want to try different parks. We definitely want to go back to Allegheny. We're thinking of possibly trying out Cook's Forest. And the third one, we're still thinking about it. We're thinking if we want to head over to Ohio because they do have some nice parks over there. I want to hear from you. What is it that you and your family are planning to do this summer? Are you planning to continue learning throughout the summer? Are you putting all the books away and saying, yeah, we need a break. We need to unplug for a bit and recover. What is it that you're planning to do? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. I always love hearing from you. If you have any ideas or any tips you want to let me know, go ahead and do that as well. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.